Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Presley. Back open in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on third down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units again. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Oh, better look out. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They got a boost from their high school recruit. Setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah,
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Finds his man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the
running back. Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now?
Ball is out behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And the offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? And this is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but you just have to finish. You got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Luna. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
To the air. It's Presley. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnston. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make... But the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I know we're all the way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Using the quick game. They'll mark him. 2 down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
2 down at the 2. 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 2 down at the 2
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation. Do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the lone running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. Not, it's a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the 2nd quarter with a safety.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking left. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Trojans in the hurry up. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, to highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Under fire! And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Presley. Bringing the heat.